Well, a very sultry February 14th to you and yours. Today, I worked with some folks at Ohio State on Practice Point. And the whole goal of these tools is to have great conversations with managing attorneys, managing partners, as newer folks in the practice. You'll see that within any of these practice areas, I worked with somebody who was interested in IP and technology. Practice Point is going to give you a series of resources germane to any of these particular issues that folks may be working on. You may be representing a monster tech company in a few years, but you're going to cut your teeth on smaller matters. You're going to help a mom and pop shop who's lost its key employee to a competitor and who might be interested in suing. Well, you can see that just looking through this list of topics tells you where to start. Is this subject matter something that can even be protected? Let's start there. Within this issue, key aspects of protection, you can see how this curated list of tools on Practice Point is everything you need to tackle this issue and then connect to everything else. Protection of employers' trade secrets and confidential information, a practice note on practical law, best practices at hiring checklist, so that way you can avoid this going forward. And of course, you can see here practical law resources germane to your particular jurisdiction. I'm in New York State and Fed, obviously. You can change that like so. And some stuff in Ohio, as you can see. But it's not just practical law stuff and Ohio-specific stuff, but there's also plenty more. Forms on Westlaw, secondary sources on Westlaw. Hey, did you know there was a 50-state statutory survey on it? That there's a definition in the restatement and a series of other things, again, curated to make finding things easier. And of course, once you've finished and determined with the help of these amazing practical law and Westlaw tools that this is something that we can work with, something that we can take into court, guess what? There are practice notes and other resources for other parts of the IP world. Yeah, trade secret enforcement and litigation is a practice area. And of course, following that list of best practices connects you to definitions of your main terms, major steps along the way, model documents that are quite relevant, and of course, primary law on Westlaw that you'll need to build those arguments. That is Practice Point, and I highly suggest using these resources because it is a great starting point to bring together the things that you'll need to tackle a new problem in an area like corporate and M&A, like labor and employment, like IP, to actually take you through the steps that you would need to tackle one of these issues. And when you go to your managing partner or your managing attorney, you can go to them with a list of best practices maintained by the practical law editors with complicated drafting notes that explain all of the legalese that follows, and have an intelligent conversation that isn't going to be about some of the basics, because you will have understood the basics with a straightforward guidance. Plenty of other great resources available to folks. Get a hold of us through the lawschool.westlaw.com site. Connect with your account manager. And if you're one of those practice ready schools, hit that practice ready button and see what else we've got for you. There's a lot. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk with you again next time.